Create a sliding door. We're going to create a sliding door by going up into our command panel, clicking on our create, going to geometry, and then we're going to go down to doors. In our object type, we're going to go to sliding. And in our sliding, we're going to come over here into our top view. I'm going to hold down my left mouse key, and I'm going to pick out and pick the length of my sliding door. And so I'll pick here and I'll let go. Now I'm picking the thickness or the depth of the door. And then now I'm creating the height of the door. So I'm going to go up and say, oh, the height is, 6 foot there. And you can see over here my parameters. I had set these dynamically, but I can come in here and I can change the actual height to 6'8", for example, standard size. And I'm going to go with a, say, 4 foot wide door. And my depth, I'm going to go with exactly 2 inches. And so now that I got my size here, and I'm going to go and flip, toggle my viewport so we can see here my sliding door just a little better. Okay, well, doesn't want to jump in there very well. So now I'm just going to pick on my sliding door. I'm going to go to modify. In here, I can come in here and say, all right, let's play with some of the parameters here. I can flip the front to the back. So in other words, these two flipped around. Okay. And I can flip the side. So one side is going to be fixed and the other side is going to slide. All right. So I can say, all right, now percent open. So if I want the door to be 25% open here, you can see that this is my sliding side right here. And this is the fixed side. So when I flip the sides, now this is the open. If I flip front to back, now this is parked in the front and the slider's in the back. Typically we want the slider in the front, right? And then, and do we want it at 50%, for example? 50% open. Okay. And we can create the frame here, same as like a pivot door. We want the frame, and here's the size. The leaf parameters, same as the pivot door. You can see the pivot video for all this. The panels, the same as the pivot door. We can come in here and say, oh, this is glass right now. So these are glass styles. When we render it, we'll see that. If I say, no, there is no panels, it's a solid panel. Even over here, when I say, oh, the glass, I can come in here and change the panel, and I can make this 2 and 2, and we really call this then a 4-panel door. And then if we want a 6-panel door, we generally go with this here. So we have a 6-panel door then. And I could say, no, we don't want that at all. Or I could make it from glass to a beveled, more of a woodworker style with some indents here. You can see all the beveled information in my pivot door video. So essentially the main thing here is that we're up here in this, get your sizes right, whether you want to have the flip, the front or the back, and which side is on which, and how much you want open. So there's always one side that's stationary, one side that's a slider in this particular case. So if I go and say, well, I want it to be 75%, it's just going to be one side that slides. If I flip the side, it's 75% the other way. I flip it from front to back, that's fine too. So we can choose, but usually, we want just to be like 25% is kind of more the standard look. And and we usually want like the slider in front, a little more easier. And so this is creating a sliding door, and once again we're going to do that by going up into our create, go to geometry, we're going to go to doors, we're going to go to sliding,